Hey guys, I am so excited to show you some new products from JPP. So thanks for joining our live. I'm Jackie, this is Anna, and we are, like I said, beyond excited to show you our new product, the Colop eMark and the Colop eMark Create. So this is a new handheld printer. As you can see, this is the printer. It's just this little tiny thing. And we're really pumped to show you everything that it can do. We've got some items here that we've printed on, and we're going to do a demonstration. But can you tell us a little bit, Anna, about what this printer is and how it works?
Yeah, so as Jackie said, it's just a little handheld printer, and it's wireless, so you can pretty much take it anywhere on the go to print on just about any absorbent surface. So it's really nice for if you have a small business, or if you're a teacher, an administrative assistant, anything where you might need to print something like a one-off or print something last minute. It's perfect. It comes with, so when you get, if you just get the printer, it comes with the printer, and then it comes with a charger. That's the only time that it will be not wireless, is when you have to charge. So it has a docking station that you would charge, and then when you're not printing, you just keep the printer on the docking station.
Very cool. I mean, I don't know about you, but if my craft room is pretty jam-packed full of things, so it's kind of cool that this is little and wouldn't take up a lot of space, but it can do some really cool stuff. Like, what are some things that you might be able to print on with these two machines?
So Colop actually has a lot of products that are made specifically for these printers, which they come with these PVC cards for business cards, and then also paper business cards. And then they also have different kinds of ribbon. They have a 10 millimeter, 25 millimeter, and 15 millimeter. And then they have a water resistant one.
Oh, very cool.
I don't know what size this is, 15 millimeter.
Okay. So there's, what is that, 3 sizes of ribbon? Okay. Very cool. And so it's totally wireless.
Yes.
And do I need a computer, or if I wanted to use it, how does that work?
It comes with a free downloadable app on any smart device.
Okay.
If you have your own design, then you can send that design to the app, and that through the app you'll send it over to the eMark, and it prints off in seconds. The app also has a lot of templates for ribbons, business cards, pretty much anything you can think of, so that's really nice too. You can plug in your own names for things, you can use different fonts, but they have templates already made, so then if you want a layout from there, then you can use that.
Very cool. So it sounds like you can design your own things to print, or there's some inspiration and templates that are ready to go.
Yeah.
So you can do a little bit of both if you need some design ideas. It gets started for you.
Yeah, the app is pretty flexible because you can move pretty much anything around on stuff. So
okay. So can I could download that like on my smartphone or a tablet?
Yep, any smart device.
Very cool. And so I know that we have two Colops here. We've got the eMark and the eMark Create.
Yes.
So which one should I pick? So I know what's the difference between the two?
Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the eMark is a little more professional. It has more capabilities.
Okay. Yes, I see it's black tie on.
Yes.
For its business forward.
Both of them are fairly similar, but what the eMark can do that the eMark Create cannot do is it can create QR codes.
Oh, okay.
It can do addresses, print multiple lines, which we have the multi-line printing tool right here, which makes it easier to print multiple lines.
Okay.
And then it also has the current date and time. And then you can queue up 3 different designs. With this, you can only do one design in the printer at a time.
Okay.
But you can queue up 3 different types of designs in the eMark printer.
That's very cool. I know the QR code definitely had its time to shine after 2020, and everybody's really familiar with that. That seems like something that would be great, you know, if you're crafting and you're going to craft shows and you want to have a QR code with your Venmo or your website people can use. That's really cool that you can just kind of slide it on whatever you want to print on. And then you said it can do multi-line printing. What does that mean? Can you explain that?
So like these business cards, we use the multi-line printing tool, and
Okay.
it prints
Do you want
this.
to show them in the camera?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to show them in the camera?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. It prints this in different sections. So you slide it over the top first and it'll print.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
you'll slide it over again and then a third section as well.
And I don't need to use a heat press or anything
Nope.
for this. This is all I need.
You just need the printer, which is really nice.
That is very cool. Very cool. So I know we've got a couple different items. So do you want to show us how it works?
Yeah. We're going to actually start off with the eMark and the multi-line printing tool. So you'll get to see that in action.
Okay.
Here's some PVC cards. These are available on our website as well. But you have to,
So in the PVC cards, it'll print on this specific card in paper, correct?
yes.
Okay.
So you want to take the little template off for the printer itself, move this down, and there's a little spot specifically for the cards that the card will go in. And then I'll slide this back over, put this into the template,
Nice.
move this over.
That seems very user-friendly to me as somebody who sometimes has a hard time getting something in a straight line. It looks like it just takes you
Yeah.
right to what you need to do.
So I already have the design made in my phone, so I'm currently sending it over to the printer. And once it beeps, it's ready to go. So it just beeped. And I'll move it over slowly. Move it down.
That is pretty slick.
Yeah, so I can take it off. Put this back over in the docking station. And we have a business card.
Yeah, I can think of some really,
Oh,
really
that's
fun ideas to use that for. Membership cards,
Yeah.
business cards, all kinds of fun ideas for that. So that multi-line printing, I mean, that took what? What do you think?
5 seconds.
Definitely less than a minute.
Yeah.
To print something like that. You don't have to heat up a heat press. It's tiny. You can take it with you. I think it does. We don't have the case here, but it does come with a protective case,
Yes.
correct? Or that's an option.
There's an option to buy a protective case. We also have bundles on our website where you will get some of the products and the printer as well as the protective case for it. So that's really nice if you're taking it places, you want to just fit it into your purse or something, then you don't have to worry about it getting damaged.
Nice. So that's kind of more on the business end of things, and there's some fun things that you could use for your business or your craft room, whatever you're doing. So we've got some ribbons printed here. I know ribbons have been huge in sports, on gift items, special occasions. You could do so many things with ribbons. So I'm really excited to see how that works with the
Yeah.
ribbon and the continuous printing.
Yeah, so there's also tools for ribbons. We have
Slide this over here to Anna.
We have this fancy ribbon station right here. So these are the ribbon guides that go into the ribbon station. And we have one for each size. So we have a 15 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and a 25 millimeter. And if you're printing a ribbon continuously, it's really easy to use the ribbon station. You can just slide it through. You don't even have to move the printer at all. So you can do one whole long strand of it and then just cut the ribbon up into pieces, however many you want.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that color on there is pretty vibrant too. I don't know if you can pass
It's a
that
little
over
wrinkled,
there.
but
Yeah, it's kind of cool that you can get that full color look without having to heat up your heat press, and that ribbon is ready to go, ready to print on.
Yeah.
So what else can you print on? I know we've got some tissue paper here
yes.
for some packaging. I think that's really cool. I know branding is so important. Even if you're just branding yourself for your personal life, you can do some really fun things.
Yeah.
I know I have some family members who are teachers, and they saw this and said, I want this so I can mark my library books with my name. I want to make my own lanyard. So many cool things you can do.
Yeah.
with this machine.
I actually made for my friend's bachelorette party. I did make this ribbon, and I also made a cute little bag to go with it and personalized some tissue paper for it. And it was perfect.
Very, very cool. So we can do business cards, we can do ribbons, we can do tissue paper. What else can we print on?
Pretty much any absorbent surface. So
Okay.
anything that's porous. There's also labels that we have available. So I put some on a jar. This
Fun.
is the transparent label.
So I don't know about you, but I was definitely a label maker person in a past life, but I think that this could kind of replace that.
Yeah, it's perfect for if you want to
Multi-purpose.
organize things. Yeah. If you want to have an aesthetically pleasing kitchen where there's different labels for your spices.
Yeah, for sure. Or if you're somebody who's maybe doing sublimation already or another type of craft and you wanted to label where all of your different pieces and parts go in your craft room, I think that would be great.
And on that note, if you have a sublimation business already, it's perfect if you want to do some branding on your packaging and your tissue paper. You don't have to buy from someone else to get that branded. You can just do it yourself.
Yeah, that's a really good point because I know branded tissue paper can be a pretty penny. And I mean, this tissue paper that Anna printed on earlier, I think it took maybe
5 seconds, you just slide it over. I like it because with tissue paper, you don't have to have it in straight lines, really. It doesn't have to look perfect. It's going to get crinkled up anyways.
Yeah, we
So,
printed this
Yeah.
with the co-op and
It really does not take long at all.
so pretty. Gift bags would be a great option.
Yes, boxes.
Yeah. It's cool stuff.
Yeah.
So if I think I might have to buy this for myself, to be honest.
I've thought about it.
So if I were to buy it, what would come with my co-op Create, my eMark Create? What would I get in my package?
So if you're just buying the eMark Create by itself, you're going to get the printer,
Okay.
and then it'll come in this box, and you'll get the printer, some instructions, and then you'll also get the charger
Okay.
that goes with it. The other tools and things that you don't necessarily need are going to come separately.
Okay. And I think there is, so how does the ink work in this? It's kind of, to me, it seems a little bit mysterious how this ink works. So can you tell me a little bit about if there's anything I need to do to make sure the ink doesn't get everywhere or that it doesn't dry out, or is there any maintenance that I need to do with the machine?
Yeah, so there's 3 different inks that you can
Okay.
use with the printers. You can use the CMY, which is usually what we would use for anything that has color. They have the black pigment ink, which isn't compatible with certain products. I know that the transparent labels and the glossy labels you're not supposed to use the black pigment ink with.
Okay.
But you can use CMY and it still prints out a fairly good black. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, so that flower looks like it was printed
Yes.
and it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So,
And then there's also the UV ink as well.
Oh,
which
okay.
That one, I think it only shows up if you have a UV light over it.
oh.
So it's a little more for like important documents.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we've been talking a lot about like the fun things that you can do, but as you mentioned, I think this would be really great if you have, business things like you're saying, like I think the date and time stamp thing. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It
And
has a
QR
date.
codes. That's some cool stuff. And then the UV lights, like would be spies.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Have some top secret information.
That's some pretty cool stuff. So, and you said it does come with a charger.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have an idea of how long the battery life lasts? Or does it just depend on how much you use it, probably?
I think it would depend on how much you
Okay.
used it. I know that I used it for a pretty long time without having to charge it at all. So
Nice.
I think that it stays for quite a long time, unless you leave it on for.
And it's a
Days at a
pretty,
time.
it's a pretty small charger, so it's not like a
Yeah.
big battery pack or anything. Probably comparable to maybe phone charger
A phone
size.
charger,
Yeah.
yes.
So that is one of on my wish list of things to buy, I think now.
It's a good Christmas wish list item.
Yes, for sure. So lanyards, Can you print on, so this is ribbon, can you print on fabric, or how does that work? Or is there only certain fabrics you can print on, like with sublimation?
So you can print on fabric, but
Okay.
it's not like sublimation where it's going to stay there forever.
Okay.
The ink is not waterproof unless you were to use like a water resistant ribbon like this. So the nice thing about that is if you use cloth napkins for an event and you want to personalize them just for that event, you can wash them afterwards and they'll be good as new. You
Yeah,
can
so then you
personalize
wouldn't
them
have
with something
to
else.
re-buy the napkins.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
it's very cool.
So, what else? Is there anything else that we haven't covered that these are like, these little things, they pack a punch. They can do a lot.
They are tiny but mighty.
Yes, tiny but mighty. I like that. So, tissue paper, labels. Now tell me again about the different kinds of labels and what those are like.
So we have the textile labels, which goes on fabric, and there are endless labels, and then there are ones that are just one-off labels.
Okay,
Which
and
I
so
do not
the-
have those here.
The endless, you mean I
It's
can
like a
make it
spool.
whatever length I want.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have the textile labels, the white glossy labels, and the transparent ones.
Nice. Okay.
And then we also have PVC labels that are available on our website. So those are good for any type of name tags.
Okay. So is it similar to this?
Yes, it would be the same,
Okay.
just about a quarter of the size of the business cards.
Yeah. And one thing I really like about the PVC business card labels is they're a little bit more durable than a paper. So if you're somewhere and you have somebody that you want your information to go to, it's going to hold up a little bit better than paper. I mean, not to say that the paper business card isn't a great option, just depending on what you're doing. So those are very sturdy and durable. And all of this, we can get this all at jpplus.com, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, not the gift bags, but
This is
all of the
available.
tools and everything else. Yes, you can.
Awesome. And we could print right on this gift bag too if we wanted. Like
Yes.
this was printed.
That was printed. I put it on white just so you could see it on the camera a little bit better today, but
But it does
You
print
can-
really well on this
Yep.
because it's a little bit absorbent.
I'm
And
gonna
there
show
are
that
the,
up here.
you can get those white gift bags too if that's something that you like, which is kind of nice because with sublimation, you know, you're a little bit limited on what you can print on. So if you wanted to add that to your sublimation business, you definitely could. So, Anna, I think we kind of covered anything. Is there anything else that we missed?
Do we want to show them how you use the ribbon station?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So I have it set up right now. This comes off. Oh, well, let me take that off. When you get it, this comes off of the big platform. So
Okay.
you have to screw that in yourself. But then once you get that on, you put this spool of ribbon on, and then you just weave it through the bottom
Nice.
around this little post thing. Oh, I don't think I have it.
Can everybody see that? Do we want to move?
I'll move it over here.
Yeah. There we go.
So we wove it through
I
the
don't want to
bottom.
get the good spot. And I think that's kind of nice because the setup really doesn't seem like it involves multiple Allen wrenches and multiple screws. It's
No.
just pretty simple to set up.
And then we put one of the ribbon guides, whichever one is for the specific ribbon that you're using.
Okay.
So I put the 15 millimeter in. And then when you use it, you just put the printer into the spot.
Oh, nice. And there's like
that's
a
made for it.
little notch for
Yeah.
it to go right in there.
And then I don't have it turned on right now, but you literally just pull it through and it will
It prints
continuously
and it prints
work.
like this.
Yes.
That is pretty slick.
Yeah.
So you could make all kinds of, so that's what it would look like if you printed it. I could see people making lanyards, hair bows. I know cheer ribbons are huge.
Yeah, there's one right
Um,
here where we just did like an animal print. So you don't even have to put like any certain name on it if you just want a cute one as decoration.
Very fun. Very fun. So if you're ready to go see a big blockbuster movie and you want to get your outfit and all themed up or go to a concert and get in the theme, you could print to your heart's content.
Yes.
So we've got the ribbon station, the multi-line printing tool, there's labels, and then the two different printers. So I think we think we've covered everything. Thanks for joining us over your lunch hour or maybe a little bit earlier if you're in a different part of the country, but just wanted to hop on live and show you all of this because we're super excited about what it can do, and the wireless printing capabilities is pretty cool. Yeah. So you can get this all at jpplus.com. And again, this is Anna. I'm Jackie. Thanks for joining us.